Welcome back to Dreams of Nuclear Annihilation.
What?
So I have this thing. I stopped doing your favorite drug at home for a few weeks. The first thing that happens when your brain chemistry changes like that, you go on a new drug, you go off a new drug, and it doesn't matter what kind of drug it is for me.
It just messes with
you.
You
start getting weird dreams for a while. And in this case, when I went on my sleep aid, I had a very vivid dream of nuclear annihilation. I had gone into a coma, and I forget what caused the coma. I woke up 7 years later, and there's all this future sci-fi tech, and Jamie's still around, and she actually looks younger because we have de-aging tech, and I go back into being a maintenance engineer, but I have all these fancy new tools, like I have boots that just let me float in the air and do my work.
Do you have a
as
laser
if I was standing
screwdriver?
I don't remember. That was the one thing I remember. I was still turning a regular screwdriver. All my other hand tools were exactly the same. But you also have to figure, in such a future, there's probably fewer humans doing this job because they're just doing the jobs too complex for robots to do or whatever.
Yeah.
Or too specialized to program a robot to do, perhaps. Anyway, or maybe it's just because humans need some work to do.
To do that yet.
Or just sometimes you need to let a human do the work so he feels like he's contributing and doesn't get depressed. But at the end of that dream, I remember very specifically, we're in our fancy high-rise apartment that we live in now. And when I say high-rise apartment, I mean 90 stories tall in a whatever, watch Isaac Arthur's channel, the thing where you have giant towers that 1 million people live in each.
Okinawa?
No, it's like a Econopolis, or I think that means an entire planet is a city. Whatever they're called. You know, big city towers.
Econopolis.
And they're stretched around across the coast.
It's like the One Punch Man city.
And this dream just ends. Everyone lives in this wonderful utopia, and then you see missiles fall down to the ground and wipe out everything, and you see, like, the dream ended, and I woke up when the nuclear blast wave hit our apartment window.
That's fun.
Yeah, and so that's when I went on my sleep aid, and then 2 weeks ago when I went off my sleep aid, I had a very similar, I don't remember it very well, but it was another one of those oh, well, I guess the world's ending now. This is a fun way. And I didn't grow up under duck and cover. I certainly have nuclear annihilation as a fear that could wipe out humanity.
Right.
At this point, global warming seems like a bigger threat, but it could be global warming that leads to nuclear war.
Yeah.
So it's definite concern, but what I'm gonna say is, it's still worth okay. The
Sure.
dreams are still worth it. It's still a net benefit to do it. Just keep in mind that sometimes your brain chemistry is gonna do some weird things to you.
Yep. Also, I mean, I've had a strange dream recently, and that's, one of the few times I've actually dreamt, because I don't fucking dream anymore.
Or at least you don't remember them.
No, because I don't sleep heavy enough
to go into dreams until you get your surgery, which, hey, you're finally going to get in a month or two.
After 5.5 months, I got approved to see if I could have surgery.
Well, what? They could do the scan and say that they can't do anything?
It's basically the scan is to make sure that there's nothing, like, blocking or, like, fucking, like, stuck up my nose or something behind my septum that's, like...
You just shoved a pencil up there as a kid and never... I mean... It's happened.
You don't know.
It has happened.
There could be a fucking quarter up there that I don't know, like...
Gosh, your nose!
Yeah. But, no, I actually had a dream, like, the other night, and it was really weird, and it's like, I've yet to... I wanted to mention this on, like, the community Discords that I'm on one time, but it's really hard to bring up, and it's a really weird dream, because it's also one of those, like, really, like... I don't know if you'd call it narcissistic, or, like... thinking too highly of myself kind of dreams, if that makes sense.
Thinking too highly of yourself? What do you mean?
So,
I beat the thing.
Yeah.
I went through the whole thing. Yay. We're gonna have to go through another thing now.
Yeah. Okay, I can breathe.
You can breathe. Yeah, you're having breathing troubles now just because you're sick.
Yeah, like, especially.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Oh, that was novice. That was actually kind of tough.
The dream was essentially... I was doing a race.
Should we do another speed track?
Yeah.
Should we go to the
next one?
Okay, let's stick with this guy because I'm bad at video games.
I just realized you picked JTB because John
the Branch, yes.
Anyway, so the dream was basically like, I was doing a race. It was like one of the bracket races that I have coming up in the next couple weeks here, and basically, I fell asleep during the race, but I kept playing while I was asleep, and I managed to win. And then I had to bullshit the interview because
You didn't remember how you won. You sleep speed ran.
Yeah, so it's like trying to bullshit the interviewers on like what happened.
I mean, doesn't that just make you now want to have an interview in real life where you say, I don't know,
No.
man, I fell asleep 20 minutes before the end of the race and I woke up and I was done.
No,
That would
because
be
sounds-
hilarious.
That sounds terrible.
That
It's
sounds
like,
hilarious. I just blacked out there at the end. I don't know.
but it's like, also you wouldn't want to be the
Thanks
person.
for knocking me straight.
You wouldn't want to be the person racing against the person who fucking fell asleep and beat you.
I mean, you have done that sort of. You've done similar things. You've accidentally done Ganon that you need, or Aghanim 1 that you didn't need to do, which
Yeah,
added
right, but
6
that's like-
minutes.
That's like you're actually doing things. It's not like falling asleep and you're still fucking playing somehow.
That is
Like,
a good point.
the premise-
you could only do that if you were in a lots of people race.
Yeah, but the premise is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's dreams.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, we didn't finish talking about our Christmas stuff yesterday because it was end of year.
Yeah,
And so
well,
we didn't
anyway.
get to Christmas. So we hosted all the Christmas gatherings.
Yeah.
We hosted 3 total? No, 2.
2.
We hosted the Weed
Friendmas?
Wednesday Friendmas, and then we hosted my family. No, 3, because my mom.
Oh yeah,
and-
I wasn't there for
yeah,
the
my
family one.
my mom and my brothers came over for the family one, and then
I was working,
Jamie's family came over on Christmas Day.
and we
And we spent
ran
way
away.
too much on Christmas. We should not do that next year.
Definitely not.
But it was fun. It was just fun to be able to be the big swinging dicks in the family for once.
For 1 year.
Yeah, but in all of our groups, we were the big swinging dicks. And then, sorry, Lewis Rossman, if we ever get to let you, buddy. And then, secondly, I had a work Christmas party that was off the hook, amazing good. I was shocked.
You mean
It
like
was-
the food thing?
Well, yeah, it was a potluck, and just all the food was delicious. There was some pulled pork I had that was amazing. I don't know about you. I've never had a work potluck that was good. And I guess this is the
They're usually
thing
okay where I
at
go.
work that everyone pours their heart and soul. This is the competition base, and there was a competition.
Oh, then that's probably why.
Yeah, there was a so when I worked at Caesars for 2 months, their big thing every year was a soapbox derby race, which is a cool thing. But this I got to eat. Ooh, time's up. I just
Sorry, you lose,
Just
even
lose.
though everyone else was behind you.
and still gets to keep. Yeah, I was in first place, but I lost anyway. I might have to go up to a better. This music is really good, by the way. I'm loving this music.
Yep, this music is really great.
You don't have sound in it all. I
'Cause
should have seen if
don't
I could
care
have gone
right
in the
now.
settings and turned the sound effects down because they're too loud and overpowering. Because this music is just good.
I'll see it in post.
Yeah. What could you do in post? It's not 2 audio
I said
tracks.
I'll see it in post.
Oh, you'll see the music in post.
Yes.
Yes, fair enough. And
That's
it's not
fair.
like you couldn't go to YouTube and listen to all this music anyway if it sounded good to you.
Exactly.
So yeah, the work potluck happened.
We hosted all the Christmas.
What else happened around the Christmas time? What else is on my list there that I can't look at because I'm driving and I can't text? What's right under my work potluck that was astoundingly good? Because that's all I really had to say about it.
A very terrifying health inspection?
Oh yeah, the very couple days later, the next day, I had my very first health district inspection on my spas that I take care of that are primarily my responsibility.
That's fun.
They're like, this is yours, John. If it's screwed up, you're
fired.
semi accountable. You're not super accountable because you didn't get all the training in the world like you were supposed to. But this is yours. Please take care of it. And I'm a good guy and I'm a team player, so like, okay, cool. And it was just terrifying because this new person you've never met in authority that has the authority to shut you down and fine your employer shows up, and their job is to nitpick through everything.
Yeah.
And so this wonderful lady, we'll call her Linda, not her real name, comes by, and she nitpicks through everything like she's supposed to. Like, oh, the door to the spa is not latching quite 100%. And this phrase kept coming up. She says, "That's fine, And after about the 30th of "that's fine," I'm thinking to myself, I'm not so sure that's fine. And especially because the day before I was preparing, I had to find the ground fault circuit interrupters. Some people just call them GFIs because that's the old term for them. They're actually GFCIs. Ugh, I didn't get that boost. I'm gonna need that to get through.
Now you won't be able to get through.
Yeah, and the first one was fine because again I went through the prior day and checked. Okay, this is where it is because it's in some weird, strange place in the room that this spa is in. This jacuzzi, you know, spa
hot
pool.
Tub.
Yeah, big hot tub you can sit 6 or 8 people in, kind of thing. And that's fine. It's in a weird place in the room, but I found it. Someone had to go unlock it for me, so I knew I would have to borrow a key from them the next day. And the inspector was a tiny bit late, so on said that, yeah, but I'm not gonna finish, I don't think. On said next day, I had to borrow her again, and since we were on her time the first time, we didn't check the second one. We just said, okay, the other one is a mirror of this one. Cool, good enough. Well, I finished at least.
Yay.
And, yeah, the second one, well, you know what? This is gonna be a cliffhanger, Amarith, because we're already 11 minutes in.
You can't finish it in like 30 seconds?
No, it's gonna take longer than 30 seconds. So next time on the branch, we're gonna finish this story.
The thrilling conclusion.
The thrilling conclusion to John's boring work story. Next time on the branch.